They say, come rain or shine, the job must go on. Unfortunately, it also applies to move day. So what's up? As you guys saw in the opening clip, we woke up this morning to a brisk 56-degree morning. I expected the rain that we got. It rained consistently all morning during our hookup process, which I really don't enjoy. I enjoy move day, but I don't enjoy doing it in the rain. But nonetheless, we're here. We hooked up. We left Ohio, and we drove southeast for about 5.5 hours. And in that 5.5 hours, we finished the state of Ohio. Now, mind you, we were in a place called Newberry, which is up towards the north, the northern part of the state, up near Cleveland. We finished Ohio. Then we drove east into Pennsylvania. Then from Pennsylvania, we headed south and further east, and we hit that western tip of Maryland. And then we went further south and entered the Great Strait of West Virginia, which is where we're at right now. We're in West Virginia, as you guys heard in the last video. We're making our way home now. We're making our trek home. But we stopped in West Virginia in a town called Davis, West Virginia. Now, in Davis, West Virginia, we're staying at another state park. I mentioned to you guys that I am a total fan of state parks. I love them. I love them for several reasons, okay? I love the solitude that you get at state parks. I love the quiet, the dark nights. Some of them, depending on where you're at, you actually see wildlife. Speaking of wildlife, check this out. We're not even parked yet, and I just wanted to show you. This is our site. For those are two deer, and here's our site. And those two fellows happen to be right there. Pretty cool. That's what we ran into the minute we pulled into our site. So right off the bat, that's a good vibe for me. That's a good vibe. The state park here is a good vibe. We are at a state park. Now I'm gonna pronounce it, and until I find out exactly the pronunciation, I'm gonna give you guys what I think it is. It's either Canaan Valley State Park or Canaan Valley State Park. I'm not sure which one it is. Whichever one it is an absolutely gorgeous park. It has exactly everything that we look for in a state park, and then some. Because the one thing that we kind of never get at a state park is sewer. Well, this site, which I'm going to show you guys, is a full hookup site. Okay, everything: electric, water, and sewer. And then just to give you a little bit of icing on the cake, we have free Wi-Fi also at a state park. That is just unheard of. I'll tell you another part that's unheard of. I paid $116 for 3 nights, full hookup, pull-through site here in, again, Canaan, C-A-N-A-A-N. C-A-N-A-A-N. Not sure of the pronunciation. I'll figure it out though, and I'll share it with you guys. But what a great campground. Okay, it's going to be cold. That's another good thing. Myrna doesn't like it. I love it. It's going to be cold tonight. I think it's going to be in the either high 40s or low 50s. Either way, I'm really looking forward to it. So this place here, we really don't have much planned to do here. A good surprise or a good thing was that we had never been here, but once we got here, we realized that there's like, I don't know, I think 5, 6, maybe even 8 trails, hiking trails and biking trails. We might not even have to leave the state park to go enjoy ourselves, to go do some stuff. So I guarantee you that whatever we do, we're going to share it with you guys. And when we leave here, we're going to stay in West Virginia, but still on our trek back home. We're going to go a little further south to a place called Fayetteville, and whatever we do there, we will share as well. But until then, let's enjoy Canaan Valley State Park. So we just left the campsite en route to go do a trail. Didn't even have to take the truck, because the trails all lead from here from the state park. And we run into this little guy. We're not even gone 2 minutes. All right, so this morning we're setting off on a 2.4 mile in and out hike. The trail is called Deer Run Trail, and it runs literally, I don't know, within 100, 200 yards away from our campsite. So let's check it out. So 2 miles into the hike, actually 1.8, we started off on Deer Trail, which was 2.4 miles, and then we actually chose to veer off onto another trail. Now, by the time we're done, I don't know how long it'll be, but couldn't ask for a prettier day for a hike. It's cool. Everything's wooded. The one downfall to the hike, and basically you can get around it, literally, is a lot of mud, a lot of wetness, a lot of muck on the ground. But other than that, absolutely beautiful. And I'll show you I'll show you what I mean by muck on the ground. Now we've run into a bunch of areas just like this, and you kind of gotta work your way around the edge and hope that it clears up within a couple feet. Not too bad. Sure beats being at work. All right, coming to the end of the hike. It was a total of 2.5 miles. And basically it was 3 trails that formed one loop. Deer Run, Abe, what was the other one? And Mill Run. All 3 of those trails formed one big loop. And we are right now back at where we started. Status report, didn't see any sign of wildlife other than the deer that we saw right before we entered the trail. That's it. All right, so we finished with that other trail. We went back to the campsite. We grabbed our truck and we drove a little further into the state park. Believe it or not, this place has a lodge. We just drove through it. Huge lodge. They were having conferences, all kinds of stuff. I mean, I'm very, very impressed with this place for what you pay for the campsite and what you have around you. I mean, look behind me here. I mean, you can't beat it. If you're up in the West Virginia area, up towards the middle or north, actually we're pretty far north in the West Virginia area, and you like state parks and you like tranquility and you like quiet, this is your place. I still haven't figured out how to pronounce the name. I'm going to get that to you guys before the end of this video. But we are going to go now on another hike, and this one is called Middle Ridge Trail, which is 2.5 miles. Here we go. Good morning. I hope you guys enjoyed the footage yesterday from our hikes. I got to be honest, there wasn't really nothing exciting about the hikes, but what made them interesting and fun for us, again, tranquility, the quiet. We didn't run into anybody throughout the entire 2 hikes that we did. It was the weather was beautiful, it was peaceful, and the weather was unbelievable. It was nice and cool. We could have probably done 2 more hikes. The weather was unbelievable. But today is another day, and before we get started with today, I'm going to see if I get this right. The pronunciation of the park that we're at is Canaan Valley State Park. Canaan. Canaan Valley State Park. At least that's what the research shows, that Myrna, my co-pilot, said. And she also mentioned that there's a reference to that word in the scriptures, in the Bible. Personally, I don't know that, but they refer to it, and the pronunciation is Canaan. If I'm wrong, please let me know in the comments. But that's what we got. That's what our research shows. That's what we were told. So that's what we got. So today is another day, and we have another state park which is about 6 miles down the road. Why not take advantage of it? They have a trail there which is a a waterfall trail, not a long trail, but nonetheless very scenic. We're going to go and give that a shot. I believe it's called Blackwater State Park. Here we go. All right, so we made it to Blackwater Falls State Park. Yeah, I forgot to mention earlier, I kept saying Blackwater State Park. It's Blackwater Falls State Park. There's a couple of little hikes that we want to do while we're here. First of all, let me tell you, beautiful day, not a cloud in the sky. It's 64 degrees. I mean, it's sweater weather for Myrna. I love it. What more can you ask for? So we came here. Obviously, Blackwater Falls is a giveaway. The main attraction here at this state park is the waterfall itself. There's a couple of trails. One of them is an overlook, which is the one we're at right now we're going to do. And the other one is an actual trail that takes you to the waterfalls from what I understand. Either way, whatever we see, I'm going to share it with you guys. So this overlook path, as you can see here by the video, it's actually paved, or paved. And there's a sign which I'm going to share with you guys that says it's very dangerous to try and climb down to the waterfalls. I guess every time they put up a sign, it's because people have tried it. But let's check out this overlook. There she is, Blackwater Falls, at Blackwater Falls State Park. Now there's a trail that's going to take us a little closer, which is only an 8/10 of a mile trail, and I'm assuming it's to that little overlook down there. But there you go. If you followed our channel for any period of time, you know that we chase two things. We chase waterfalls and lighthouses. All right, so we made it to that other overlook that I saw, that we could see from that top. This is going to get us a little closer to Blackwater Falls. We'll check it out. So we are done at Blackwater Falls. Took care of a little business. Tomorrow is a travel day, so had to put some diesel in the truck and get it washed. And then we stopped here in Davis. So our campground is about 8 miles up the road. But here's a little look of Davis, West Virginia. This is Main Street. That's one way. And here's the other way. Like one street. Quaint little town, stores on each side. Very cool. All right, so we're back in camp, guys. We had a great time today at Blackwater Falls State Park. We've had a fun time all 3 days that we've been here. Canaan State Park, or Canaan Valley State Park. Very pretty place. I mean, I'm sitting outside the camper right now. It's beautiful. It's peaceful. I mean, I'll turn around here so you can see behind me. all day. We've had deer come out, right around here and hang out. It's just a peaceful place. It's sad that we're leaving, but like I always say, if you're leaving where you're at right now, it's because you're heading to new adventures, which is what we're going to do. We're going to close a chapter here on Davis, West Virginia, and tomorrow morning we're going to hit the road. We got about a 2-hour and 50-minute drive southbound down from the mountain that we're at right now into a place called Fayetteville, West Virginia. That's where we're heading in the morning, Fayetteville, West Virginia. And there's new stuff that we got. We got a few little things planned in Fayetteville. We're going to be there 3 nights, and whatever we do, we're going to share it with you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed Canaan Valley State Park and Blackwater Falls State Park.